What's up, hello good people, welcome to today's video thingamajiggy. It's your boy Sostia. I am a second year medical student at Nelson Mandela University, and as you saw from the title of this video, if you're thinking of doing medicine, this is the video for you. Before we actually dig into the contents of this video, if you're not subscribed, please do me a favor and press that subscribe button as well as that little bell icon that is next to it. And yes, let's get something is I don't know what that was. okay, you saw from the title of the video, there's things that you should expect if you are thinking of doing medicine as a course. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am a second year medical student, so I'm sure more things are to come that I am also unaware of, but so far let me give you what I know from the second year experience, from my 2 years of experience. I realized when I was in matric and in grade 11 as well that there aren't as many YouTubers that are medical students that answered the questions that I had questions to. The questions that I had. Yeah, so there aren't those, there weren't that many YouTubers that answered questions that I had. So my aim for this video is to answer any question that I had in grade 11 that some of you may also have. Sharp. So the biggest question that I had, biggest at the top of my mind, is when do we wear scrubs? I know it's weird, but the biggest question that I really had is like, okay, fine, I hear the minimum requirements, I hear all of that, but when do we actually wear scrubs in medicine? So I came to find out that it actually differs from university to university, and at Nelson Mandela University, NMU, University, we start wearing scrubs in our second year. Right, so this is strictly for dissections, which I believe I explained on this channel before when I was doing an introduction to dissection diaries. Right, okay, so yes, we start wearing scrubs in second year for dissections, and then in third year we wear them to the clinics and hospitals, as well as the clinical skills lab. Okay, so the second question that I had would be the general structure of medicine, like how long do I do practicals, how long do I do theory and stuff like that. So once again, at NMU, once again it differs from university to university, but at Nelson Mandela University, the first, second and third year you'll be attending lectures on campus, specifically in Mission Vale campus. So you'll be attending lectures there. So lectures are classes. So you'll be attending classes there. So these years are more theory based, with, I believe in first year we had 3 modules. It was theory and practice of medicine. It was whiteboard, which is structural development of the human body, if I'm not mistaken, and Yaka, which is academic and digital literacy. So for YTHP, this module taught us about the ethics of being a doctor, how to be a doctor as a person. So how the conduct you need to behave, the conduct you need to behave, the way that you need to behave, the speech you use, the how to talk to a patient, all of that jazz. We did it with YTHP, and we still have YTHP in second year. The whiteboard, which is structural development of the human body, I think that is what it's called. Yeah, something like that. This is where we learned your anatomy, physiology, embryology, urology, whatever. All of the things are learned here. But in first year, it was just like a basic introduction as to the different systems of the body, the different mechanisms of function and things like that. So it wasn't as in depth as it is in second year. Thirdly, with academic and digital literacy, it was split into two that one. We had academic literacy and digital literacy as well. So with academic literacy, it was English. It was English. So we were taught how to write essays. We were taught how to paraphrase. We were taught how to, what is this thing? References, all that fun stuff that people do when they are writing papers. And with digital literacy, it's more like computer studies. Excel, PowerPoint, Word, spreadsheet, whatever, we did it there. So those three were first year modules. So for second year, we currently, first semester of second year, we have 2 modules, which is YTHP, which is Theory and Practice of Medicine, same thing as last year, and YBOD. No, man. No. Sorry, I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. In first year, we had YMES, and then in second year, we have YBOD. So these two are the same. I don't know why they changed the name, but they're still structure and structure, functioning, and development of the human body. Still about the same things: human anatomy, physiology, embryology, all of those fun things. They are still there. And then this year, in third semester, we'll be taking on pharmacology, which is drugs. So we'll be doing drugs and all those fun little things that are there. So for now, that is the current structure that I know of, because I don't know what goes on beyond that. But I do know that in third year, you start doing clinical skills, where you actually learn useful things like inserting an IV, drawing blood, taking blood pressure, all that fun stuff. You start doing it in third year, hence why you first go to the clinical skills lab, and then after the clinical skills lab, you're going to be then taken to a clinic or hospital, where you're going to then practice those skills that you learn in actual real patients there. And then from fourth year, fifth year, and the final year, you are completely exposed to not completely exposed, but yeah, completely exposed to the clinical practice. You are thrown in the hospital. They are like, bah, go be a doctor, go do things, even though you are still a student doctor. So practicals, full practicals, start from fourth year up until your final year. So that is about the structure of medicine, like structure of the course itself. Right. After that, I had a question. Okay, I know that there are practicals that are done in university. What are those practicals? How are those practicals? How does it actually work? So for first semester, we did chemistry and physics as well. So for those 2 subjects, we had their own practicals. So there are chemistry practicals where we go to the biochemistry lab, and there were physics practicals which we would do in class, right? And then second term of first semester, we did biochemistry, and biochemistry also had its own practicals. So we also went to the biochemistry lab to do those practicals, and that is where you actually start wearing your lab coat, which that is fun. And then from second semester of first year, this is where we started our anatomy practicals. So with anatomy practicals, it is where you really start feeling like, okay, yes, I'm doing medicine now, because with biochemistry titrations and stuff, you see no relevance where titrations, medicine, how does that mix? But in second semester, you start anatomy practicals, and God, did I have fun. So in those practicals, you deal with specimens, right? So lungs, heart, brain. What else did we touch on? Kidneys, did we do kidneys? I think we did kidneys. Intestines, we did them. So what would happen is, they would set out the actual lungs, like of a real person, like real people lungs. They'll be there on the table, and then you'd work with those lungs, and then you'd have fun within those practicals. And then also we did physiology practicals for first year. So like we did your ECG, like them thing that goes boop, boop, boop. We did those. We did respiratory something. I don't quite remember the physiology practicals, but there were also physiology practicals that were there. And then for this year, like I said, this is where we start our dissections. Oh, I was so excited for dissections. Scared. I was scared, but excited. So what are dissections? Dissections is where we have a human cadaver, which is a body of a human being that has been processed and preserved in a chemical that is called formalin. Right, so that's where we have that body, and then we're going to dissect it, cut it, observe structures, learn from that body, from that body. So hence why we also wear scrubs, because the formalin smells so freaking rank. It smells so strong, and anything that it comes into contact with, it smells. Right, so hence why we wear scrubs, to prevent our normal clothes from being affected by formalin. So like I said, second year dissections, they are super fun. We get to, what is my dissection kit? We got dissection kits, and I think I did show it here on YouTube or on TikTok, but we got dissection kits. Oh yeah, I did show it here, where we have scalpels and all that fun tools. We get to use those, we get to cut, we get to open, we get to reflect, it's fun. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's a bit hectic when comes the assessment, because there is also an assessment that is related to dissections called eViva. So with the Viva, it is like lecturers would come to your table, because each group, like there's a group of 5 people, and then each group has their own cadaver. Right, so a lecturer will come, asks you a question about what you chose to speak upon. Does that make sense? Okay, example. We have a cadaver, we just dissected the lungs, we see the lungs. And then the lecturers are going to come, we're going to say, okay, we're going to have a viva on the lungs. Right. So if we chose the lungs to talk about, we're going to yap about the lungs. The main objective is to yap. Just yap about the lungs. Anything and everything you know about the lungs, the hilum, the root, the what. And then after that, they are going to ask you questions in relation to those, to that specific structure that you chose to talk about. Right. So aside from that, I enjoy dissections. They're super fun. Although you do have to be on your feet for 3 hours, standing for 3 hours. 3 hours standing. But it's fine. I enjoy dissections. So that is the main practical that we have this year. We also do have physiology practicals in second year, but I believe we are done with them. Yeah, according to the template, we are done with physiology practicals for now. So yes, those are the practices that I know. And then, like I said, third year, clinical skills, and then you actually go to the hospitals a little bit, and then fourth year, into the hospitals. Another major question that I had when I was in matric is that, is medicine actually hard? Is medicine hard? And then the answer for that would be NES. N-E-S. No NDS. Depends on your definition of hard. Ouch. Flip. Sorry. It depends on your definition of hard. So what happens is, why most people say medicine is hard would be because of the workload. With medicine, I do not think the content is difficult to grasp. Because who is that? Because you, like, for example, this is the skin. The skin has 3 layers: hypoderm, epiderm, and dermis. Right. Is that difficult? No. That in itself is not difficult to grasp, but it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work to understand within a short period of time, because you find that you have 2 lectures in one day, and then within those lectures, each lecture has 60 slides. Within those 60 slides, there are 2 different topics, and they just keep on piling. They pile up. So I think that is why most people say medicine is difficult. It's because of the amount of work that is there, and not actually the difficulty of the work that is there. So yeah. Last but not least, the question that I had is, when will I become a qualified doctor? When will I be a doctor? Okay, fine, I understand that you go to med school, study, and what, but when will I be called Dr. Ndwandwe? Right. So the NPCHB course is 6 years of undergraduates. So after that 6 years of undergraduates, you are going to be then a doctor. Your title is going to change. For me, it's going to go from Mr. to Dr. Ndwandwe. But I am not an independent doctor. Yes, I am a qualified doctor, but I'm not an independent doctor, meaning that I cannot open my own practice. I cannot go work overseas. I cannot do things like that. I still have to complete 3 years of mandatory internship and community service. Right, so it is 2 years of internship, 1 year of ComServe. And then you, after those additional 3 years, on top of the 6 years, you are then an independent doctor. Mind you, for these 3 years, you get paid money, a lot of money. So yes, and then after that, you are now an independent doctor. You can practice on your own without a supervisor. You can open your own practice. You can go work wherever, however, whenever. You can do whatever you want to do. So yes, the real question is going to be 9 years. But if you want to take on a specialty, for example, if I want to do in neonatology, which is one of the specialties that I'm considering, that would be an additional, I don't know how many years, because it differs from specialty to specialty. I heard that it could range from 3 to 7 to 8. It differs. So those additional specialty years are added on top of the 9 years. So a lot of studying goes on with medicine. But again, those are the main questions that I had. And if there is one that you have that I have not answered, please do not hesitate to type it down in the comment section. And yeah, man, with that said, that is the end of the video for now. That is the end of the video for now. And once again, please do press that subscribe button if you are not subscribed. Press that thumbs up button if you have watched it all the way to this point. And do share this video. Please show it to your cats, your dogs, your grandma, your grandpappy, your auntie, your uncle, your mom, your dad, whoever you may think may enjoy this content. And yeah, that is it. Goodbye.